Throughout the semester, I have conducted a 5-week independent learning study that investigated the increasing use of technology in our classrooms and how it's affected the way we both teach and learn English. There have been many positives and drawbacks of this brought to my attention, all of which I feel will be important to include in my future teaching practice. Are certain language skills being sacrificed for the sake of convenience? As a 2016 study on language development highlights, there's a new literacy being developed every day as text messaging and a person's online presence develops. While I was at first resistant to this, and I'm definitely not the only one, further research has made me realize that this doesn't have to be a bad thing. Developing a new discourse of language doesn't mean that our students are automatically losing their pre-existing English skills. They're just adding to their English skills and creating new ways of communicating. One of the biggest concerns regarding children's increased use of technology in the classroom is their loss of traditional English skills such as handwriting and spelling, because these aren't being practiced as regularly. According to a 2013 study, 92% of teachers would say that handwriting is an important skill for children to master, whereas only 56% of their students would agree. While students may be losing touch with the importance of these skills, it is obvious that our teachers are not. And it is these educators who will be pushing for a balance between the development of traditional language skills and contemporary English skills. In a meta-analysis of the effects that computers have on students' writing skills, it was found that students who learn in predominantly computer-facilitated environments consistently scored lower on both spelling and grammar tests. However, it was also found that these students showed superior collaboration and creativity skills, and that they showed greater motivation and engagement with their content. That leaves us with just one question. What do we value more? Do we value our students' ability to be able to appropriately use an Oxford comma, or their ability to be creative and collaborative members of our society? I'm tempted to side with the latter. Outside of our classroom, society is becoming increasingly technology-centered, and if our students don't know how to engage with it fluently, they're going to get left behind. If we look at the 2008 Melbourne Declaration, it lists the second educational goal for young Australians is as all young Australians become successful learners, confident and creative individuals, and active and informed citizens. This sounds to me like the skills of collaboration and creativity that using technology in a classroom fosters. So if we can put up with the occasional misspelled word that's been auto-corrected to the traditionally American spelling, then we're benefiting our children greatly in the long run. The average Australian student spends 44 hours a week approximately in front of a screen. This tells us that our students' universes are dominated by audio-visual stimuli. How can we then herd them into classrooms, have them sit separately and silently, and copy notes out of a textbook, when they are telling us again and again that this is not how they most effectively learn? So why not integrate some of this audio-visual stimuli into the classroom? Embrace this new wave of technology, but don't forget that it can't be the only source of information for our students. To keep their brains active and engaged, we can't just ignore educational teacher monologues and rote-based learning. They just have to be included and balanced with the technological-based literacy that our students respond best to. After conducting this month-long independent learning project, I would argue that students aren't losing their traditional literacy skills at all. They are just practicing their skills by developing their technological literacy, which is something that I will continue to encourage in my future classrooms.